looks weird.
I don't know. It looks normal, like how it always looks. So maybe it always looks weird.
Do you think that, actually?
No, I mean, like... yeah, like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's fair.
It looks a particular way that I think I haven't really seen on that many other people. I don't know that I've seen a lot of people wear their hair like you do yours. With the, like, kind of middle part, but, like, long hair. It's not really styled.
Yeah.
Just making sure that the fucking audio is on.
It's Turnabout Memories!
Welcome! It's me, Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm here. Hello.
That short you uploaded yesterday got a lot of views!
I mean, I don't think it's that many views for, like, a video, but it's a lot of views for me.
So I would say that's a lot of views.
I mean, and if you just look at, like, amounts of people, there's still a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000 people.
Yeah. More than that.
Yeah. So I was very happy about that, and you did a very good job editing the video. Mari always edits the YouTube shorts, because I am the lazy.
I like to do it. I think it's... Also, I know how. It would be...
The wig, like, hurts my little ears.
It would be less fun and more effort to explain it to you so that you can do it, so... And I like to do it.
My little ears. Well, it's, like, right behind my ear on this side. Whatever.
But anyway, this is Turnabout Memories.
I didn't start the game.
Maybe we will have some viewers from that. Was that Tico?
Is he in here?
Probably.
Is he outside the door?
Oh,
and he's
he
meowing
might
from
be.
outside the door.
I'm gonna check before we start.
Yeah. I feel like I've been wearing this, like, for the last, like, 3 days. And I'm fine with that. I think I got this dress, like, 3 days ago. And I got it partially because I was just like, oh, it's a nice, cute dress. It's not really my typical style, but I also was like, it's a nice little summer dress. And I would work for Dahlia Hawthorne, because I don't have, like, a dress that's, like, really like her dress, but this works, like, for her style. And so...
I don't know what I heard.
got it.
I don't know what I heard. There was nobody.
It was just
Not
the
even a mouse.
phantom Tico in your mind.
That's the 5th game.
I hate that game. No, I don't hate that game. It is my least favorite main series game. But
there's a reason that people do hate it. Or at least
if
don't
you hate
like
Dual
it as
Destinies,
much as some of the
I'm not
other
gonna
games.
tell you you're wrong.
No, you're not.
But
there are things that I like
some
about
good
it.
stuff.
I really like the 3rd case, actually. I think it's a pretty good one, to be honest.
We're not playing Dual Destinies.
We're not! That's not till, like, more than 2 years from now.
7?
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, later... sorry. Specifically, the 3rd case
is in
later.
October.
Yeah. Actually, the first case in the Destinies that we were gonna play, because we're doing it in chronological order, is, like, 2 years and a week from now.
Oh, wow.
That's a fun fact for you. But yes, that isn't the case that we're playing now. We're playing Turnabout Memories. We're starting the 3rd game.
So that's what's fun. I remember being really excited when I played this case for the first time.
It's a great hook too. Like,
and I'm dressed as one of the characters from this case. Actually, you can see her on my little background I made for this. Let me get the camera working. We have her right over there. There she is.
There she is.
And
I'm kind of dressed as
a sweater boy.
I'm kind of dressed as Sweater Boy. We'll meet him also. I don't know why I'm pretending like we don't know who it is.
It looks so familiar.
Oh yes, very familiar.
I just love to dress as Dahlia Hawthorne, so that's part of why. I feel like Dahlia Hawthorne was one of the first cosplays I wanted to do, like years ago, and now I have wig and dress is good enough, so I'm happy.
Cool.
I need some mascara though, because I've got like kind of a heavy eyeliner, but I feel like I need some mascara for it to be Dahlia Hawthorne. But I think it works either way.
Is that eyelashes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta adjust my dread.
Okay, let's go.
All right. This is the problem. It's always I'm just like I don't want to start, but I will. Here,
you get to be another fun character in this case.
I do. I'm have a good time.
Yes, we will.
And you
have
get to
a good
be
time.
the most fun character.
Yes.
Marvin Grossberg.
Yes.
Why I need to.
Oh.
It's a new game.
It's a new game.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations.
And oh boy. I'm also gonna get to be the prosecutor in this game, probably. I assume you don't want to.
Yeah, you get to.
Yeah,
be
I get to be him.
You for the first time you're the prosecutor, which means I might be Phoenix.
The only time in the whole main series.
Yeah.
For the first and only time, I will be the prosecutor.
Because after this, it's Clavier Gavin, who I can't. You know, I do a voice for Clavier Gavin. He's got an accent. What is the accent? It's what it is. It is what it is.
It's a Princess Emily type accent.
Yeah, it's Princess Emily. And then after that, I get to be Simon Blackwell. and then
your favorite character.
My baby girl Nayuta Sadmani.
Yeah, actually not. That sounds like I'm saying it ironically. Actually,
no, I actually. One of my favorites.
People don't like Nayuta, so I have to clarify.
That Nayuta is my baby girl.
Yes.
And in return, I'll say I don't like Trials and Tribulations that much.
Yeah, people also like Goto, and there are reasons.
I feel like
that.
I remember Karina from Drawfee was talking about how modern discourse around Goto is a bit different than I think it used to be.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
More on my side.
Yeah.
But he's not even in this case, so
Yes,
let us.
he is not even in this case.
Trials and Tribulations.
Anyway,
Let's go.
if you don't know what Ace Attorney is and you're watching this because you saw that short or something, I don't know.
If they were watching, if you they I don't. No one's here.
You're correct. You're correct.
They know.
Yes.
Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. We got our girl Mia. We got our me.
And our me.
That's what he say. He say
Pretty girl. Arg! How did I get into this mess?
Oh my god.
Why did I do that? You be him.
Okay. That girl. You shouldn't see
he's
her
British.
anymore. I was doing it.
Okay, sorry. Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
I forgot you can't do a British accent.
I know I can't.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
It's extra obvious. Stop it! Sorry, I'll finish this cutscene. Don't talk about her like that.
You told me to be Doug Swallow. I died.
wasn't me. I didn't.
You literally just said, why did I do that?
I didn't do it. I think the music needs to be turned up.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it up there?
What?
The
5 years earlier, me and Faye.
Anyway, I've been watching a lot of people play Blood on the Clock.
Oh, and they're all British.
A lot of those people are British, so it was jarring to me.
It's because I don't know how to do a British.
Alright, well.
I can do it because I was singing Don't Lose Your Head from Six as Dahlia Hawthorne. And so, I think you can kind of hear it because the original song is sung by someone with a British accent.
Right.
Certain parts like, actually that part didn't end up in the final, short. Who wants in?
It's Batman, I think.
You want in? No one's here.
Well, what the heck
Someone
was
just
that
hit the
then?
wall, I think.
Oh, come on.
Of the 3 in the bed and the little ones. It's hard because I'm whenever I sing songs, I always just kind of instinctively mimic whatever the original, like how I heard the song sung originally. And so throughout, like, you know, I used to be really into Six, and I've sung that song a lot of times. And I've, like, always done it with the British accent.
Right.
Which is easy to do when you know exactly what words you're saying and you're mimicking specifically how someone else did it. Again, I can't do a British accent normally. So I can only do it with stuff like that, where it's a song that I already heard some with the...
Do you remember when we, sorry, the long preamble. I don't know.
You're talking about British.
Do you remember when we played Professor Layton and we're gonna, like, record it, and you were Luke, and you know, it just...
Was that one was specifically supposed to be kind of bad, Professor? I wasn't trying very hard.
That sounds actually not that bad. I think it was more Australian when you did it then.
Well, when you start out, it's not that hard, but then you kind of move a little bit over to Australian.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, anyway, let's start the game.
April 11th. I can't help but do that every time. 9:40 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
I wasn't in the last game. It's been a while. Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
When they see how your emotions make you weak. I'm so sorry. It's just I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I am Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Oh, what? Oh, still, you surprised me with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you get so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Ooh, he's baby.
Good morning there, everybody. I don't know how to do a fake cough and sneeze.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia.
I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time.
Huh.
And
It's really
yes, I have
hard.
a cold. That's what this mask is for.
Oh, okay.
My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Wear your masks,
Right,
everybody.
Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
Please let go of my shirt.
That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing.
This is big.
The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. At least not by my own will. I don't know. Sometimes you go to court and you don't really want to go. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. I need to stop sitting on my foot. Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm gonna be pained too, so you gotta be the judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Sorry.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you? Yes, well...
What are you doing?
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Also, you don't want to immediately give the impression to everyone in the courtroom that you're a liar. Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor! I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of the events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
Now that's a baddie.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Look, I'm all off my game today. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, I'm SAG-AFTRA.
The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
He was murdered.
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Oh. Huh?
A simple question. I thought it might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will.
A genteel man? A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Blood, bones, and organs.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just remembered something.
Say your line. What was the specific?
This is me. This is my human self. I have a skin and a hair and the organs, I believe it was.
So, I don't know how to describe what that's an inside joke from years and years ago. But it actually is specifically Mia Fey.
Or a hair and a skin and a organs? Yeah.
A hair and a skin and a organs.
Oh, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. But please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Oh.
Oh, see here. Oh, no, don't show me. This case I filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab. We've got autopsy report. Cause of death is a fatal electric shock. And we've got this little crime photo.
That's him.
That's him. Well, yeah, that's him.
They're both him.
We've got Phoenix Wright's girlfriend. Ooh.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press tab here. Oh, there we go. You fucking did it. Oh, I'm also the judge.
Yes.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? It was electrocution.
Electrocution.
According to the court record, it was electrocution. It was a fatal electric shock. In other words, lickatong. Electrocution.
That's not lickatong. What are you talking about?
Lickatong.
That's okay. Sorry, I just didn't understand what you were saying.
It's electric.
This is your line.
You interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? What do you mean?
He was poisoned. Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry.
Was poisoned?
The victim, it was a joke.
Oh, because his blood was bad?
Yeah, you're the defense attorney, so you must know all about
Minus 2 points for
Shut up,
pain.
Judge. No, fuck.
For your weird, bad joke.
I shouldn't be stealing your spot like that, like.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you'll catch my drift.
I don't know what I do.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Do they call him that?
He does.
He paid some guys on Fiverr to call him that, too.
What, to just send him a video of them calling him that?
To just go around town telling everyone about this new rookie killer.
Right, sure. Anyway, this is you.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence?
Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and shove it in old Greybeard's face.
Proof that my client had a motive to kill the person.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir, in old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grolschberg, try to set a better example for the young lady.
Maybe evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tab, so be sure to go over it all.
Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
You can press tab to see it?
What? On the keyboard, you can open the court record with tab.
No, but you could he said you could toggle between them with tab, and
what?
You can't. Maybe in the court record, because this is the present screen. Whatever.
dated the victim they swallow up until 8 months ago.
It was a love triangle. But present.
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
I mean, that is true. I don't know. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay, it's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right?
Well, they tell you not to do this, actually.
The defense has no objection.
Fuck, you fucked up, man.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what you do before you were arrested.
I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student Doug Swallow, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was...
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us all about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
You can tell when he talks, his accent is fake. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer.
It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination, no matter who the witness is. His purpose is to determine a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that that testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction?
It was pretty obvious, actually.
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Now I have a question. Why should we, as the defense attorneys, why do we have to just be like, oh, all the lies must go, but the prosecution just has to go after our guy and doesn't have to care about the truth at all?
When they go low, we go high, Mia.
Oh, of course. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Sorry, for some reason I felt weird saying that. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
How did you know he was stuck up and or British? And also that he wasn't actually, that he was fake.
You can just tell by looking at him.
Well, let's see. So there is a thing here of like he was dating Doug's ex-girlfriend.
that's
She could have
true.
told him all of these things.
That's true.
Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I
That's
swear.
not what the question was. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony, as I do with everyone who goes on the stand. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well, he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this boy?
I can handle it myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. One snowy winter's eve. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. I just need to
Remember,
look at the lines
you
or
can
whatever
always
you
press him
said.
to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time, from the very beginning of his testimony.
I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. I only find his body and he had a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime
Oh,
scene.
why that makes it seem to me like it fell off his shirt. we
What?
we found next to the body a Union Jack.
I saw it at the crime scene.
Oh, yes.
That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart.
Was he British?
I swear I didn't do it.
He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Ray? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Oh. Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
I got it. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now about the Union
Mia,
Jack?
there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg, shut up!
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Oh, I was going to hit him.
Don't do
Check
that!
the track record carefully.
Oh, my dude, you
I
think you
can handle
manage?
it
Do
myself.
you need help still?
Ah, la 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 la. I'm the smartest woman on the planet of Earth.
He was British. No, it's this one.
Always.
Make sure to contradict me here. This is the lie.
Always? Where is it in this
Does it look
picture?
like a Union Jack, Phoenix?
You. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Wait. Please forgive me.
I did not come here for you to be a little lying little boy.
I'm sorry.
And say a bunch of bullshit at me.
Mia, you've Wait, our client cried.
Let him! That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. It stands for pussy.
Damn.
I can't believe I trusted him! Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Thank you!
That was sarcastic. Thank you for. Oh wait, no, this part. Oh, okay. But
You want to start over?
But thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Talk about
medicine. Yeah, I
This made me
took
gross
some,
back.
but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good.
It kills colds good.
Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Why do you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take another look at this photo. A look at another photo from this crime scene. Look, it's Cold Killer X.
Oh, what's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X! Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work.
Why?
There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Not looking good. What?
Look. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand, planning to use it to save himself. Also so that he could identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
This is such an interesting thing in like games or in like murder mystery stuff where it's like they're always like trying to identify the killer for the people who find them after. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. This court will accept them into the record. The victim's watch stopped at the time of the death. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingies.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids.
I feel like it's the... Never mind. I actually don't want to talk further about that.
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
I won't, I promise. What really happened? I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building.
What is, the time that it's
So that's
I can't read
12.
the
It's
time.
upside down. So that's
3.
that's 12:15.
What?
That's 12:15.
I think you're reading it backwards. But maybe I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Because this is the hour hand.
Oh shit.
That's the shorter one.
Sorry. It's 2. It's 2 o'clock.
Wait.
It's a little after 2.
But if it's right on the... If it's right on the thing here, I feel like...
That's not like...
Whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, 2... Yeah. Because he couldn't have died at 12.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, it's 2:15. Maybe that's... oh, no, that's 3. That's 3.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I thought. But I can't read.
Yeah, it'd help if they had numbers on the clocks.
3 p.m.
Other than the 12.
And so, yeah. So that's 15 minutes before he died. You talked for a bit.
Around 3, we split up.
Oh, wow. That's right when he died. Do you wanna...
No, he died at 3:15.
So what was it you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime. I wish that were true. Also, you said you hated him, basically.
I didn't say that. I've been hating Gold Killer X. Because it's
How's that
it
been
kills
going
Stone's
for
good.
you?
I lost my ball level around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? Oh, what does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
That's actually copyright?
What?
Magically delicious.
Why did you punch me in the jaw?
I hate copyright infringement. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not. Oh shit, I fucked up the line and I'm done.
Well, Mia.
I realized
Don't do
that
that again.
you're not the person I should be directing my anger at.
strike.
But he's just so far away.
Throw something at him. It's
Ah,
fine.
of course. I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions.
The boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense.
I know, but what can I do?
Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. Information! Right now, it's information we need more than anything else! The truth is, I went because he called me there. He was in the pharmacologically department, so we agreed to meet him at the 2:45 behind the building.
He called you.
I don't know, press everything.
Did I already press this? That's the time that he died? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Because that's the exact...
Oh, you're right. We did.
I didn't press, this. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacologically department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everybody called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist! I see.
I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had the whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating! He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? He died. You met at 2:45?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments.
Yeah, those pharmacologically guys are always in the lab whipping up something.
Well, looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go testimony.
We talked for a bit and around three we split up. Well, is there any... You found him?
Yeah, that's what happened.
And you say you went back.
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Why'd you go back in the first place, though? Weren't you angry with him?
Huh? Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this.
I think we need to press the first statement.
Yeah.
I think that was probably... No, we pressed that just now!
Had you ever met the victim before, then?
No, never. But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is...
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. What was that for?
Heterosexual.
Oh.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I hate you.
Let's strike two.
Strike two.
But Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. I said was.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
Don't say it like that. He was in the pharmacological department. So we agreed to meet at 2:45
Yeah, so this one, you can press it and it gives you another option.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I was gonna press this one again. That he's an alchemist. Oh, the pharmacology. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
The what? Well, okay, sure. I don't know that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting.
Sorry, that was too baby. I don't know.
I
don't know that
Feenie.
much, though.
I don't know. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
The sweater is hot.
Wow, well, maybe you made an oopsie. You wearing that to court in April.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, that's how he died. There were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead or above the roof, around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
Huh?
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be Frankenfurter here, Mr. Wright.
Oh, please don't.
Your testimony cannot be trusted. Sorry, I got Rocky Horror on the mind. They're talking about all this lab
what do you
equipment and strange machines.
What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Excuse me, I am 5 foot... maybe like 5 at least.
Ow.
However, there is still one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? There's just no indication in this crime scene photo of how at all he could have been killed. I have no idea of how that could possibly have happened. If I could just somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Unless... Your Honor? Yes, Miss Babe. I believe that if we were to piece out together everything we've heard up until now...
If we were to peace out, we could just go have lunch?
Yes. We should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
That's the picture.
Yeah, it's kind of like right there in the picture. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here.
What could it...
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? It's there. Well, naturally. It's right there.
Ah!
That's what is that?
It's like a big licorice.
Yes. Close. But it's a severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. A severed electrical.
I didn't know licorice conducts electricity.
Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines use the pharmacology students. For what? AI has taken over this school. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then...
The high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
Oh wait, this just...
That certainly sounds plausible. Why is your skirt all fucked up? Okay. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Oh well, I believe some praise is in order.
For me? Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable.
However,
I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant!
And we're sure this is a murder. That much is certainly true.
I thought he said that is much certainly
That
true.
is much certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Yeah, you do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fuck. Fingerprints.
They were on the medicine.
Oh my goodness. You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
So he pushed him backwards and then we found him laying at his front. It makes perfect sense. What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim toward the severed electrical
I guess
cable.
he could have pushed him... Wait, no, it doesn't make sense if he pushed him from his chest.
And then the
And then
electricity... the force from the electricity pushed him.
Okay. Did we find the electrical cable's fingerprints on his back? Pushing him the other way.
We licked his jacket and it tasted like licorice.
Order, that's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. And I know it because I said so. So I want it to be true.
You're the one who hates him.
I do, but I want him to be innocent. I believe in him. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, at this time I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Hold it, Do you have something further to add, Miss Ray? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright?
No, I don't want any of this.
You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. And you're going straight to jail.
But I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
Oh, you'd be what? It's okay, Mr. Wright. What do you have left to lose at this point?
What?
I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Faye.
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. You can believe in me,
Ha! We've already established the defendant's guilt. There is no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Oh, it's up.
I moved it up because I realized I keep looking down. Mr. Wright?
I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there is no need for further... I did it. I admit it, I pushed him.
Oh no.
It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Well, fuck. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
Shut up.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that!
Oh shit, you fucking pushed my ass. Revealing the fakeness of my accent.
And when I pushed him, he was Southern.
Oh no, I can't do a Southern accent either. What you just said, was that the truth?
Oh, Batman.
Hey, I just let you out. And do you wanna apologize for making me get up?
No.
Hello.
No, I don't.
You're
I
my
just wanted to
sweetie
see
special
you.
boy.
I want to be on your lap.
No. I say no to that, but I will give you a little hello.
I will leave in 5 minutes.
I can't stop him. This is where he lives. Oh, he's a sweetie. You can't see him because I'm specifically blocking him. But there he is. Aww.
What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced that you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I'll swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Oh, it feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Well, I guess you can write that down in your little notes.
I'm putting it in the court record.
Yes. I guess you let me know next time something noteworthy happens. Right now, I'm trying to do the case, though. So you just write it down, and you can tell me later.
When I pushed the victim, that guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
Oh. Oh.
I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted by the high voltage cable. but when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Yeah, thanks, Miss Faye.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts...
Pulling on this a ton is hurting my ears.
Yeah, the straps on those, I can't wear that mask normally because the straps hurt my ears.
Okay. They don't normally for me, but I'm...
I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay.
Why is it yellow on the inside?
Shut up.
What do you mean, shut up?
It has,
do you know?
It has face oils on it or something.
Probably. Whatever.
It's very white, so like any
Yes.
kind of little, like...
I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Oh, I'm gonna put it back on.
You are shy.
No, it's because I'm Phoenix. It's... That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
What'd he say?
I don't want to
So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright.
That's what he said.
Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment,
Actually, maybe I should...
I shoved him.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. What? And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave.
There you go. This is my acting.
And then that's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. What was this? I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
Gentle enough to knock him down. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Listen, I'm stronger than I look. Alright, there was nothing like that at all.
But it was gentle, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Oh, well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. Asphalt.
No!
Oops, let's continue with the testimony.
On that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! Come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor. It was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Is that the sound that made?
Yes, snap.
You're not qualified to decide that. I guess when you do a little, when you, like, do the little static shock,
Yeah.
it makes a little sound. So it would make a big sound.
Oh, never mind, that doesn't make sense.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was.
It was a snap. I'm sorry. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it have been?
Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
Give me a second to think. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Bam. It was kind of cool, but like, he fell right on top of it and it broke.
Ouch.
It was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. So I shouldn't say that. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well... Sure! This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Okay. How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Yeah, you try telling that to me after I kick you ass in the parking lot after this.
That's not allowed. You'll get arrested.
Not if I'm fast enough. The court agrees to the defense's request, but does not agree with the defense's behavior. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella.
Oh, but the umbrella was not under him. At the crime scene, it was over there. Nah, should I just present? Let me just go for it. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that.
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Order. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Oh, well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Well, but the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But...
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
A phoenix's testimony added to the court record.
Well done, Mia.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. Could I carpool with someone home, please, also?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying, however.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, let's see it.
Almost as incontrovertible as my convertible that I left at home.
Who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly.
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious. What do you mean by that?
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
April 11th, lobby. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. Should we take a break now?
Yeah, Oh, it's alright, Mr. Fucker Right Man.
Don't call me that.
No, save. I guess I'll save over. Rise from the ashes.
For some reason, I thought we were gonna do... the reason that Stolen Turnabout is there is because I think for some reason I thought we were gonna have to do that first.
So, you were playing through all of the cases because you wanted to unlock Turnabout Memories. Because we originally... I mean, not Turnabout Beginnings.
Oh, right!
Because originally we were going to do Turnabout Beginnings first, but I realized that if we did that, we would have to do it while still playing the second game, just like in between some of the other stuff, and I didn't want to.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically there is a case in this game that takes place before this one, but we're not doing it
also,
before.
I mean, really
It's a memory.
It takes place like that, and textually the case takes place during the last case, but we're just gonna play it in the game order because that's much easier.
Yeah, so we were thinking we were gonna do it. I was thinking we would just do it the day before, because it's a one-day case. I was just thinking we would do it the day before the first day of the last case.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that case, I was, for some reason in my head going over, I was like, oh, because the prosecutor in that case is not Godo, so you'll be voicing him. And I was like, oh, I can only think of, like, one character that I'm gonna be. And the judge. Oh, and also that guy. That I'm gonna have to do. The defendant. In Turnabout Beginnings, the defendant.
Oh, in Turnabout Beginnings.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the last.
No. I'll do like bikini and I'll have people.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. That's gonna be the worst one so far. And I've done Salmonella, and I did Ben in Turnabout Big Top, and I actually kind of had fun with both of those ones, a little bit.
He's just not like a fun character.
No, not in any way.
He's just like, I'm a guy and I'm bad.
Yeah, Anyway, they made some bad choices in that case.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, let's take a break.
And when we come back in...
This case is still the one
10
we're playing,
minutes?
and it's still good. Huh?
10 minutes?
10 minutes is fine, yeah.
Then we will get to have the testimony
Of one Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Now let's set the little timer. 10 minutes. We go. Oh no, Babby is bark. That's rude. Babby, come back. Mari, I started the stream. I got toast, but there was no butter, so I had to make Mari heat up the butter for me. So now I have toast. So when I called you, you don't want to come, but now that I shut the door, you're like, oh, I gotta come in. Welcome to Dahlia Hawthorne time, where we wait for co-counsel to return. And so it's just me. Oh, she's back. Oh, you got water.
Yep.
That's important. Sorry if you don't like eating noises. That guy's gotta eat. Alright. Let's where is activate? Haha. Game. Turn that. Bring that back. No text. Oh, that's why you're here. You want my bread. Alright. I chew too slowly. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, mister, right?
Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. I know you don't believe me that such an amazing and pretty girl could like me, but it's true. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse.
Oh, right here in this very courthouse.
Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway.
Oh, good. That's exactly what we need in the courtroom.
Thank you. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. What the heck?
He's upset I'm not giving him my bread.
He's jealous.
I'm sorry.
That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here. Take a look at this.
Oh!
She gave this to me that day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. I'm not the judge. Batman.
What, you want me to kick you out?
She gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle, all right.
I know, it's so cute, like her. It makes me so happy. I know to show it to everyone I meet. I just want to share my happiness with the whole world.
A small bottle necklace.
You can write about it in your notebook.
Given to Wright on the day they met.
You gotta give
He
it back.
shows it to everyone.
Sorry.
Anyway, here you go.
Thank you.
So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me.
Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading then? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases. Am I correct?
Newspaper clipping added to the court record. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Did it? Oh. Yes, I would like to save. One time I forgot to save, and then we had to replay a whole part of the case.
Yeah, I remember that, because I didn't.
Well, I did cosplay.
I don't remember what you were doing.
I was putting my Emma Sky wig on.
We're back in court. Grossberg's gone.
Let me tell you, Rise from the Ashes is not one you want to forget to say.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Oops, sorry.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that. What? Also, don't fuck with my tablet. I already broke the screen of it the other day. Sir, you're in a courtroom. You need to learn to behave. Good boy, being good, standing right there.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice.
Batman, don't do
I
that.
almost feel right at home.
Not at all. It was nothing. Stop.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
Eat your bread faster.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with? Oh, you just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feenie wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. Oh.
What I witnessed. I just need to get a bit of bread first. It's hard to break a bit apart. Give me a time.
Take your time.
Pardon.
Yes, hydration is good for you.
Yes, it's very important. What I witnessed. I had been planning to go back to Feenie's place after class was over. Feenie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feenie noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never...
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
I had been planning to go back to Feenie's place after class was over.
I'll press everything, because I like to talk. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry.
Oh ho ho! How wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation?
Through the windows. Batman!
No, let him leave.
Alright. Stay out of there.
And stay up.
Batman!
You tricked me!
Batman!
It was all a ploy to get me to walk away from my bread.
You're a devious little guy.
He's a little trickster.
Yeah?
You can't have any. I'm not gonna give you the bread.
No! I will hold your face in my hand.
Feenie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago,
Stop.
so I still call him by his pet name.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Sorry, those are hard to do one after the other. Please go on. What did you see next?
Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes,
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feenie never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So, do we have in the court record that he pushed him?
There were fingerprints on his coat.
Do we even have any of this in evidence?
I guess not. One sec.
He's got the
Don't we
coat.
have wasn't there like a statement that Phoenix said that he pushed him? Oh, well,
It was that he fell on top of his umbrella.
that's what it said, but he says that because he pushed him.
Phoenix pushed him.
Should we wait and see what else we can do?
I'll leave it alone for now because I don't know what I would present on it. I suppose her statement works in our favor for now. I'll hold off on looking into it any deeper until it's necessary.
Very well, young.
Very well, young lady. Please go on with your testimony.
That's when Feenie noticed that I was there.
Sure. And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you?
I'm sorry. I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me.
You don't remember?
Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior.
Minutes? Oops. Please, someone, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me.
3 strikes and you're out, Mia. Remember that.
I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
Dougie loved to do drugs.
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance.
Batman, come here.
Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
Are you gonna go out?
Is it actually time for you to leave now?
Oh, good boy.
There you go. The students knew what was going on. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes, I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. She sucks. That's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay,
Batman.
I'm going to have to dig deep.
So, that one where you weren't sure.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
Oh,
That's pretty
it was you got all wobbly and just. So.
I mean, is it Phoenix's statement?
But it doesn't
Also, do you have to press it and then present it there?
I mean, I
Do that, see if she gives us a hint.
Okay. Oops.
I also would have done that, actually. So.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Mm-hmm.
So the defendant never touched him. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feenie never did a thing to Dougie.
Let's see. Or does she just say it?
Oh, I don't know.
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never!
Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. Stop staring at, please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. No!
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
It looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Well, actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
How did you get in?
Oh, he managed to do it. He wants the bread.
That's right.
Enough to break down the door.
I need to get a better door.
It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
Oh, you didn't hear anything unusual. So what did it look like they were doing? Like, yeah. Oops, god damn it, I am a fool in a suit.
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
You didn't hear anything unusual? What about that he specifically said there was a loud fucking sound? You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that.
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
May I have a moment to answer?
by all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Your headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now, she said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning! Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh, I don't know why Payne's was, Oh, I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Oh, dear. Please proceed, Miss Faye.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. He wasn't fucking, he was struck by lightning. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
All right, you did it, Mia.
Not even that. Like, just
I'll be taking that
natural
not guilty
disaster.
now. Give it to me.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What? Come on.
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Bain? Oh, well, what is this evidence? This affidavit. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacologically students who were conducting the experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Oh, was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Uh-oh.
The old power cable broke to somewhat impact of 49592
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed electrical cable?
Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? So who or what? Do we present Doug? Cause he fell into it?
You couldn't have fallen into the
Or
electrical
not
cable.
the
if it
cable
wasn't
itself,
breaking it.
but the like poles that hold them up. Well, what's that new thing? Oh, that's the okay. I think
it was
it's-
some sort of impact.
I think it's Doug. I think Doug
You
is
think
the
that it's
answer.
Doug?
Yeah.
It's Doug. This is it. That's why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor,
No.
I believe the only thing that is snapped is the mind of the defense. Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Hey!
Oh.
Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance.
My throat hurts for doing the judge in pain.
Well, then
and
let's hear it.
Grossberg.
Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Was it? There was the loud sound also the cable snap?
I don't know. Probably not. Oh, don't present.
Your Honor,
What? Oh,
please
fuck
think
that.
back to Mr. Wright's
Oh,
testimony.
it's not the sound. Is just. Oh, maybe it is.
The defendant's testimony.
Maybe.
No.
My hair was too cumbersome. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Oh no. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion, and it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
No, what's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. I made that shit up. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Or maybe he clonked his head into the pole, was a little bit out of it, wandered into the cable, and fucking died.
Order in the court.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. Come here.
It's
You
true.
boy.
The defense is
You want some crumbs?
absolutely
Oh, no.
correct.
There's some crumbs. You want crumbs? Baby, I have crumbs for you. Come on. Yeah, I get some crumbs. Now will you be good boy? You didn't eat them all. You want the bread so badly, but then when I try to give it to you, you don't like it. It always does that. I think I'm like 5 years old or something. That was my phone trying to be like, oh, you've been on YouTube for too long. Do you want to turn it off? No, I am an adult.
The defendant is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any
way the defendant could have done it.
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What the?
Please, just once more.
Oh, Batman.
May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of
Of
course.
course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
Oh, I can't stop yawning. I feel like that always happens while we're streaming.
The truth is, Feenie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feenie caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feenie, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are.
Thank you.
Now then, Miss Ray, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
The truth is, Feenie pushed him twice.
I mean, it's the time thing. If there's a time mentioned, it's always the wrong time.
Yep.
Also, I've played this before.
Yep.
Power cable broke at 2:55, but
Yeah, present his watch.
yeah. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feenie likes to take for his cold.
I love to take it. It's so delicious.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. I would like to say it is possible that his watch was wrong.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Ah, but Eaglin, he arrived to the meeting on time.
Oh.
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear.
Their watches were both wrong.
At the exact same way.
The exact same way. They set their watches together. It's like we're secretly best friends.
Dolly that makes all of her boyfriends set their watches like
10 minutes ahead of the
20-ish,
20.
yeah.
Oh shit. Well,
I said this line. It's clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Arrgh!
would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Drug Swallow. Oh, that's what his name pun is. It's Drug Swallow.
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer?
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer? Who could it possibly
Psych,
be?
it was my client the whole time. Was it Marvin Grossberg? The victim himself? Our client?
The prosecutor, Winston Pay?
Or the only other witness, or the person who was there? It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How could you
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed before the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Maybe she wanted him to get Doug. Maybe she hated Doug.
He was talking shit about me.
It's true. Order, Miss Fay. What? I mean, why? That is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge. Your Honor! Please, I have something I want to say. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said now just now from the record.
What the? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Totally, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
No! Leave my dollar alone!
That boy.
I thought, he's gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back!
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You'd better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Oh, well, really, Your Honor, May
I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
I wasn't really saying anything, so sure. Don't worry, you my dear, I'll have the station well at hand. Ow. Go right ahead.
Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feenie. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Well, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
Oh. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. Because I've sent him all the way to go get it. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of that day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence to suggest she in fact has a very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying for just a little bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
How I met my Feenie. I first met my darling Feenie 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
It's because I put laxatives in their food.
What?
I mean...
Mr. Wright, do that again, you will be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama, where she reveals that she's been poisoning people just all the time.
Laxatives aren't poison, technically, as we used to say in the days of my youth.
Well, they can't kill you.
You'd have to eat a lot of them, probably.
I will go get her.
And that, anything can be poison.
That's true. She put sugar into her boyfriend's coffee. She was trying to poison him. Sugar can kill you.
I first met my darling Feenie 8 months ago.
Like that 8 months ago. So what, we got this thing. What does it say? It says...
Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date, time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison when interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement.
And then she gave him a bottle.
Yes.
Essentially.
I love him. He's my favorite.
He's my favorite. But woman is a judge in the palm of your hand, you see. So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. You should press her maybe, though.
I met him 8 months ago.
So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Pickle. Oh,
Judge Pickle. Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. I say with this pride. That's why some people also call him the great Judge Genie.
Judge Genie.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feenie was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne.
That's fair, actually.
What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Now, Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallows' case...
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm intentionally saying things wrong now.
See. Mia, if the judge gets any angrier, you'll lose the whole case. I'll just have to hold my tongue for the time being.
Now then, young lady, please go on with your testimony. Tell us about the time you first met Phoenix Wright.
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
Okay, well, I might have to continue with that other line of questioning. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he sucks.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feenie is handsome.
Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
About what?
She's too pretty for me,
She's too
I
pretty for
guess.
you, or shocked that you would date her when she's so...
No,
she's
no.
so hideous.
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking.
Meet Winston Payne's disgusting wife, or whatever. A repulsive wife, that was the...
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking.
I don't know if people know what you're referencing.
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feenie.
Oh, good.
We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
I've never seen those lines before. That's interesting.
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, none at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be. You left him just as suddenly for some random guy you met in the corner.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
Well, so the victim wanted to break up with her. Why? So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see...
Objection! What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
Despite how just...
Maybe they do mean that.
No one cares. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
Wow.
It comes from
Listen
cow
to me,
dung.
Oh. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand.
You've said that like 5 times.
The only way to describe her is a contradiction. Find a contradiction. God damn it.
Here.
Wait, you already pressed everything. All right, this.
I'm gonna keep pressing.
pressing.
Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
That's not true,
yes.
actually, because it says in a thing.
She was talking to that guy about
he was
case.
being interviewed by the Ramamana.
The Ramamamo?
Daramaka.
What?
Darmanitan.
No, Doraemon.
By Doraemon. Don't know. He's not worthy.
That's
I love
true.
Doraemon
That's fair.
too much. He gets to be Darmanitan.
No.
For the Pokemon.
The Pokemon?
Darmanitan.
That's not a Pokemon, is it?
I think it is.
Whatever, present the police report. Darmanitan?
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
Well, what is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Yes.
You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in the report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Galactica shows up.
You're also... Well, actually, no, she's not underage. She's 19, which is
I think she's 20 now.
Oh, is she 20? Then that's even closer to his age. Yeah, he's like 21.
Well, this is like 5 years ago, so...
Never mind.
Okay.
She's older than him.
Yes.
Hi, baby.
Okay, come on.
She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order. This is unbelievable. If that's true, then... Oh, I didn't get to read that. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. What, Reggie?
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. What are you doing here?
You just came in and left? Come on, man. I just closed the door.
Pardon me. Oh, really lit a fire in my heart.
Oh, no. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Thank you. That means a lot.
The poisoning. The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I don't even know what a poison is. I've never heard of one before.
So that's what happened in her here 8 months ago.
When I heard what had happened to him, I thought he was killed by some sort of fish.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it.
Poisson.
Despite knowing everything about the poison. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I told you though, I don't even know what a poison is. I never even met that stuck-up British wannabe.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today.
I'll put them back.
And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Me and then I can, delete them.
What?
Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Could it be the power of hemorrhoids?
The power of hemorrhoids!
Oh, Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Well, someday you'll have hemorrhoids just like mine.
That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Yep. Thank you.
Go away! Go away!
The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to just talk about, something else. But I got up.
Wait.
So she didn't say what they were talking about.
What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
Is it? According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed,
He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained.
The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you! Now, you heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Love.
What?
Feenie, please.
Those two really are making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons. They are stinky. They got bugs on them.
Oh, I don't have bugs on me.
She does. Look, she got bugs
Oh,
on
no,
her.
but those are pretty bugs, and they're not technically even on her.
I left my seat for just a moment and coincidentally that's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop.
Girls don't poop, and you should know this.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time she doesn't poop.
Oh, Feenie, please educate her.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. The line of questioning that this is nothing but a waste of time of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
2 little teaspoons.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
2 teaspoons.
Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it is 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
I already told you, 2 teaspoons. The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite
It's almost as if you would need some sort
impressive.
of strange
Most
mechanical machine that
impressive.
runs on high voltage electricity to do something like that. And I don't
Most
even know where I would
impressive.
get that.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. Well, I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
And that's the reason they didn't arrest you. Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison.
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right. And I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So, in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now, just how did a lit student like her get a hold of poison, of all things? So, anyone can get a hold of poison. This specific poison is the...
Present Doug again.
You fucker. You know who would know how to get a poison like that? It's your...
Miss Doug Drug.
Your Miss Drug Swallow.
Miss?
Miss. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
What? How do you say it again?
Pharmacologically?
Sure.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking.
And then he drank it like this.
The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You.
Order. Could it be? That's nothing but a baseless accusation.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some sort of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some sort of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that. I did not have any proof.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
Small bottle necklace. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute.
It's a bottle that could
So
hold a
what
poison
about
in
it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Order in the court. Objection. On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Kind of loud there, Brainies.
Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
No.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about the bad part
No,
of that? Have you ever thought about this?
it's just romantic.
Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you
You
anyway?
shut the fuck up. I know you hate me. That's not what. I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace.
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No! That's a lie!
Help me!
Mia, are you alright?
The defendant! He's getting away!
Bailiff, hurry!
After you.
Mia, are you alright?
He shook me around. Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Oh, goodness. Oh no!
Oh, what is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? Oh, that's terrible!
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Stop misgendering people, foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now?
The sun's coming out, Mr. Wright. This sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
You what?
You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah.
What is he doing now?
He's crying. Have you never seen a man cry before? This is a disaster, Your Honor. You've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious.
Well, I need some curtains, don't I?
As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
For now.
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
Oh, damn it, we could have examined them. No.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the... Okay, so both of the things that you said are wrong. She said that it's lethal at 2 teaspoons. Mm-hmm. It probably had some poison left in it, but just not enough. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. And that's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is
It's
everything.
not over yet.
Yes. But it's almost.
Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright!
I'm sorry, Miss Fay. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright? What are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow.
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. Oh God, it's
You're
getting
lying!
worse. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. She's a little shit. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison?
Poison.
Poison?
The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. And which really upset me, Drug Swallow. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that!
She's a thief and ow! She also specifically stole poison, which is really bad. It's like really incriminating.
She's probably just trying to make sure no one accidentally eats poison.
Oh, she was always doing that when we were dating. I was always being like, drugs, and she would have to be like, no, that's poison. Let me hold on to it for you. Is it true? Did he really say that?
But that's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. And she was singing like a weird song to him. She was crouched down next to him. She was holding his hand and singing a weird song.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is, the defendant is...
Miss Fay, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before.
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Fay.
If
You're
you're
so
so...
certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore...
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
It was... Cold Boy.
Don't call me that.
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Dwallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
That's what he thought, too. Don't feel bad. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Not as much as she would have been killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. I swear it on, him. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne could only think of one thing. She only cares about one thing, and honestly, it's disgusting. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
Is that from something?
It's something that I've heard. I don't know if it's specifically from something, but it's guys only care about one thing, and honestly, it's disgusting.
No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Feenie. What a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Don't call me a nasty old hag.
I'm a nasty young hag. I can't let her get away this
Yes,
time.
the old part is the offensive part.
It's not offensive, it's just wrong. I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia.
Why?
You'll get another strike if you keep on pushing without any evidence. You could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price.
Don't think you're bad for no reason.
you would be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
Why? Why? Is it because she's a woman?
No.
They won't do this to anybody
Come back.
else.
Get back here.
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye.
Or should I say, Miss Gay?
Well, Miss Gay,
No.
can you provide
my
evidence that would
name.
establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Well, if you lose your attorney's badge, then you're gonna both lose it and she's gonna get away with murder. But I guess you're willing to gamble it. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible. You can't possibly.
Stupid woman. You are...
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
Yes, just one. If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I am willing to risk that.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Fay, please
present
present
your
your
evidence.
evidence.
Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
It was...
No, it was Cold Killer X. Present Cold Killer X, England! Mia, what are you doing?
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Gold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine?
He was cheating on her.
Oh, damn. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
Achoo, bitch.
That you know that bottle is...
If I did,
whatever, though,
I
that's-
still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
Oh, what?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony?
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
Uh-oh.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
But now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago.
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, In this case, Doug Swallow.
What?
Someone barked outside. Get out of here.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Do you think you won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours.
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Yes?
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Whew. It's finally all over.
Objection! I refuse to accept this! The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim!
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care! I'm Winston Payne! And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said!
Okay. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's all right, rookie.
All right, rookie.
For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see, yes,
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
My hair is flying off! My beautiful hair! No!
Oh no, your hair. There it goes. Oh.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file the papers immediately for her arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fay,
Yes, Your Honor?
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
I told you earlier, we've met. But whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
it appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Bazinga. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. My dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay! Congratulations. This court is adjourned.
I'm gonna keep the microphone.
I'm so tempted to just pull my wig off and be like, oh, finally, but I kind of want to keep it on. I like it, even though it is hurting me.
Oh, good. Mia, you were wonderful in that.
This whole time is like poking into the side of my head over here.
Wow.
About it. Might be my wig cap.
Mia, you did a good job.
Oh yes, I know. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. You were so
During
helpful.
the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Like Mount Vesuvius. But, so, I actually did want to talk about this, now that the trial is over. Do you think that maybe you could keep that information about your hemorrhoids to yourself? Because I kind of try to get into it and be like, oh, that's so fun. All the hemorrhoid metaphors and stuff.
That's rather rude. But not metaphors. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client?
Well,
Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
yeah, because you said he was guilty, and you were wrong. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Maybe you can finally be a better man.
Thanks. I was thinking
Go on.
the Dolly I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the Dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Kind of company does this guy keep.
Mostly Larry Butts, and that's it.
We all know him.
Yeah. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department?
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help.
Huh.
And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Certain types of trouble, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court.
Good luck.
It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges.
Mia never
I no
believed
longer
in me.
have a cold. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend.
Hello.
But Mia has passed on to a better place.
You don't know it's better.
I hope it is. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. What do you think, Edgeworth? Was it better when you were... Was it a better place? But it also brings up some very precious ones.
I went to Rome.
And memories that I thought would never
was
rise to the
fun.
surface again. I'm doing my monologue now, shut up. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, I'm right here. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. And in a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day.
Episode 1, Turnabout Memories.
Possibly another year. Unless he's talking about the stolen turnabout, in which case...
Well, that one is clients.
The time is... Oh!
We'll see that
in September! September! It's not till September!
It's not till September. You want to get a sneak peek. It's actually impossible to watch this anywhere else.
Come join us on 9/11 for the beginning of the stolen turnabout. That's why it'll say that it's October in the localization.
We wanted to do it in September.
That was what it was originally.
That was what it was originally. But I feel like time-wise
also,
works
that's
better.
sooner. We're gonna have a long time in between now and then, so.
But yeah, I will say it's October in the game.
Yes.
Just if you
I'm
want
sure
to look
we'll
up
explain
all the
this
days
again
of
then.
that, just find all the days of that case, but the September ones. It's the same days of the month, just month switched.
What was? Oh, it's crumbs from your toast.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was Turnabout
It's so
Memories.
incredibly bright out.
Yeah, there's lines on you.
I need a curtain. This is my curtain.
This is my steeple.
This is the doors. And this is curtain.
Wow.
Those
That
my
was
rhyme.
poetry.
No,
you know.
yeah.
Dollies can't
It
compete with
comes
that.
from horse dung. Or what was it?
Cow dung?
Cow dung.
Yeah.
Mine is different. I changed it and I made it better. Oh no, my hair has moved.
Anyway, good game.
A good game. What is it gonna be coming all back? Next is September. So we'll see if I can. I really want to do Rondelia cosplay, but it's so complicated.
Yeah.
I just really want to do it. My special boy.
You can, you know what? Why don't you just do the wig? I'm sure you
Right.
could make this into big cinnamon rolls.
It's a different color.
Actually, on this camera, it looks pretty orange.
It's so hard to see.
But also, it doesn't matter if it's a different color.
Yeah. Whatever.
We'll see you then. We might stream something in between because it's going to be a while, but we'll see. We haven't decided yet.
Mario was wondering if we wanted to do Danganronpa 3, which we haven't played through yet.
We played the first case, and I liked it.
It made me upset.
Yes, and there's very valid reasons for that.
I'm spiteful. That's why I haven't played any more of the
Yeah.
game.
Also, you know,
because I'm
we got-
spiteful.
we didn't do it soon afterwards, and now it's been a long time.
It's so funny. We've been watching. Well, I haven't really been watching Jello Apocalypse play Danganronpa 1. Mari has.
Yes.
Did they just finish it?
Yes.
Um,
I didn't quite finish it because, damn, that last trial is longer than I remembered, and some of it is boring because it's too long.
it's funny because like, because we played Danganronpa 1 when I was a lot younger.
Yeah, same. Also, you didn't even play Case 3, which is the worst one. It might not be the worst one. I don't know. It probably is, though. I thought it was when I first played the game. I think it's the worst one.
Yeah, watching someone who's played a
Least
lot
interesting.
more games.
Yes.
And is not like 12 years old.
You were not
I was
12
I
years
was older
old.
than 12.
When was it that we played that? Was I like 16? Because that's longer ago than I would have maybe thought. But that might be right.
So then I would have been like 14.
I guess.
But yeah, just like watching someone play it with a more critical lens is very funny. It's like, it's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and when I first played it, I was like, that was fine. I kind of liked some of the characters. The second one is good, I promise.
The second one...
I really like the second one when I played it.
I didn't finish.
You didn't play most of it.
I didn't play most of it.
You didn't play, like, any of it.
But yeah.
But no, it is good.
Yeah.
I really like it, actually, so...
You'll
It's
play
still
it
got...
again in a few
I'm
years
sure
and
it's
then-
got its issues. I've never
and then you're
replayed
gonna
it.
hate it.
Huh?
You're gonna play it again in a few years and then you're gonna hate it.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I will never hate it. I would...
So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good Friday. It's Friday. Yeah,
You know what? At least,
have a good day.
the main characters aren't Makoto. Makoto is just nothing.
He's just a normal boy. and that's code for I am boring and I have no personality except that I'm like I'm just like a teen boy.
It's so... Watching it and just being like, wow, it would have pretty dramatically improved the game if they removed Makoto and made, like, Kyoko the main character?
You can have a girl as the main character.
I guess not. Anyway,
well,
we might play Danganronpa 3.
Maybe. Well, let's go now.
Yes. Bye. We definitely will play more of the Ace Attorney.
Yes.
All of the 6 not investigations. I'm never playing that last case again. It's so long, and it wasn't good. Investigations is the worst Ace Attorney game. The first one. The second one is better. It's fine. We watched Dillo Apocalypse play the fan translation. Sorry, I'm still talking. If you want to watch someone play investigations, watch the Dillo Apocalypse playthrough, and even better, just watch the cut down version.
Fun.